before. Well, good morning. Welcome back. Part of the routine is actually putting the camera on. I've noticed that it's windier in Canada. In Taiwan, when I was walking along the Love River, I never had to think about the wind and wind direction. Whereas in Canada, I seem to be getting a lot more wind noise. And I put a wind muff on this camera to block it. It still doesn't block it very well. So today is Sunday, May the 11th, 2025. It is 9:40 in the morning. I like to go out early and try to get these walkie-talkies done when the streets are still quiet. And I like to do them just to get out and do them. Otherwise I'd be sitting around the house. So it's good to get out and do things when you can. Get out on the sidewalks before the homeless show up. Start begging. So I'm back again today with some personal reflections, social commentary, with them trying to make the mundane seem meaningful. You know, I'm really just calling it in every day. It's just really top of mind nonsense. But it's fun. I expose my inner restlessness through these daily vlogs. I am actually searching for meaning in the mundane. I critique modern excesses, cultural ignorance, the absurdities of political life and social norms. It's a deep and ongoing effort to observe, interpret, and adapt to the world through reflections and subtle humor. That is according to AI. I'm glad I have AI to tell me what this is all about, because otherwise I wouldn't really know. So I slept well again. I sleep so well in Canada. Canada offers more comfort. It's not as convenient, and you're more isolated. But you're isolated in a different way. In Taiwan, I'm isolated because of the culture. I'm not part of the Taiwanese culture. I never will be. So that's isolating. But in Canada, isolation is actually part of our culture. We like to stay indoors, in our own homes and yards. We are insulated in our cars, our automobiles. I can go days in Taiwan without talking to anybody, except for just brief interactions over transactions at the 7-Eleven or the breakfast shop. But in Canada, I can go days without talking to anyone as well. Weird, huh? So I was out in the yard yesterday, and the neighbors invited me over to look at their new trailer, an Airstream, 16, 18, 20 footer. They're going to pull that thing out to Tofino and back with a lot of stops in between. And it's a nice trailer. And I told them so. It's glamping. It's comfort on wheels. But I still can't get over the excessiveness of it all. Like, to pull that thing all the way, it's going to be like 8,000 or 9,000 kilometers by the time they're finished. You think about all that gas that they burn, and all those campsites that they pay for. I mean, a campsite in Canada is $35, $45 a night. Maybe more with a big trailer. Then you get the ferry ride. You get that big footprint. It all just seems like such a waste. But I'm not judging. I mean, they're retired, they're happy, that's what they want to do. They know what they're doing. I found out it's not their first trailer, it's actually their third or fourth. It's just a different mindset than I have. So, I'm okay with that. Oh, that place looks like it's going to close or be closed. Something interesting came up in our conversation. They were going to go down to Baja in their trailer, but they decided not going to go to the US at all. Every Canadian I meet who's traveling does not want to go to the USA. And for good reason. I mean, you might cross the border, end up in detention, and get shipped off to Libya. Searching for Baja, ending up in Libya. That would be an adventure. But that's part of Fortress America. And I know a lot of Americans don't agree with what's going on. But a lot of them do. And if you're going to change the world order, if you're going to change the way things are, then well, it's a law of unintended consequences. Things are not going to go exactly the way you think they're going to go. And you have to adapt on the fly. So it's bad enough being Canadian or any other nationality and watching what's going on in the US, but I have a lot of American friends, and it must be really rough to be American and see what's going on, see your government being taken apart, see your social institutions being dismantled, seeing through all the crap that's going on, I don't even know what to call it. It's just such randomness. It's like living in opposite world. I mean, all of the other countries are worried about tariffs. I'm going to turn around here. But if you're American, that's only one little piece of the puzzle. I see these governors begging Canadians to come back and spend the $6 billion that we usually spend in tourism. They don't seem to... Naturally, they can't see it from our point of view. And I think there were some other misjudgments with, especially with U.S.-China relations. I think the U.S. thought China would come begging. But China will never come begging. But the Americans don't understand how important face is to the Chinese. They can't lose face. And they can withstand a lot of pain. Perhaps more pain than the Americans can. So, although it's pretty rough, my American friends are actually living through it on a daily, on an hourly basis. So for them, I just hope they can get through it as quickly and painlessly as possible. America's always been a chaotic country.
Since it's got a...
Now it's just more so. Alright, I didn't really want to go into a political rant, but one thing led to another, and this is top of mind stuff. One thing that I'm very aware of with these daily vlogs is that I don't edit them, I don't filter them at all. So I may end up annoying some of my viewers, my American viewers, and that is not in my intention. This is just me talking out loud, talking and walking. There's no ill will. I'm not trying to accomplish anything. I'm not trying to, you know. All right. So that's it for the walkie-talkie today. I'll see you tomorrow.